Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. Welcome to another episode of Octane Monkey. Today we are doing a quick product review on Permatex Windshield repair. The van has a stone chip in it, and we are going to be putting this on and seeing how it works. So stay tuned. It's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge. This is a fairly complex stone chip. It's starting to crack a little bit. Now is the time, if any, to get it fixed. So we're gonna apply this and see how easy it is and how well it works. Recommended for stone chips less than 1 inch, and as you can see, it's relatively in that size. It's definitely less than 1 inch. So here are the inside contents of the package. We got an applicator that goes on the windshield. We have a syringe, and we have our epoxy material. And then we have this extra sticky thing. Step one is to clean it out with a nail or something sharp to try and get all of the debris out that you can. If there's any extra glass particles, I'm definitely getting a little bit chipping away. So that is good. So after that, next step is just to wipe it with a nice dry cloth, get any extra debris off of there, and then leave the cloth down at the bottom of your windshield just in case you have some extra spillage when you put on your application. Alright, next we're going to attach this adhesive tab. White side goes towards the windshield, so we're going to pull that off and then center it over the hole. Using your fingers, you can push down on it to make sure it's really well stuck. That looks good. Okay, now we're going to peel off the other side of this adhesive. There we go. And then we're going to stick our funnel piece lining up with the tab. Up. Press that down into place really well. Alright, so next you want to cut the tip off of your resin material, and you're going to pour about 3/4 down into the hole. Okay, so this next step is important. You want to take your syringe, fully plunge down, make sure the clip is on here. It's kind of slid off a little bit. You're going to stick it in, so you're going to suck it up, creating a vacuum lock. I'm going to twist here, and there's a lock position, and there. I'm in the lowest notch on the syringe, and I've got it locked into the clip, and we're going to let it sit there for 10 minutes. You're supposed to do this in 10 to 24 degrees weather. It's a little bit colder than that right now, so I'm just going to get the heat on here, just a little bit of a heat gun, and just keep it a bit warm for the next 10 minutes. But yeah, let's see how that goes. Alright, so while this may look a little bit unorthodox, I do have the heater on, and it's just enough heat to blow up on there. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's going to be in that 10 degrees range. I could probably turn the van on and get the heat going on in there as well to heat up the windshield, but this way, you know, it's helping cure that outside material, and this works for me. Okay, so we've had that sitting on there for 10 minutes. Now we're going to take it out. We're going to push the plunger. Okay, so we're going to turn it so that the plunger is open again. We're going to put it back in, and now we're going to push down and build up a little bit of pressure. Put the plunger on that next notch thing, so it's halfway. Now we're going to wait 20 minutes. I'm going to move this to the inside because I think it's going to be a little more efficient. And yeah, we'll come back in 20 minutes and check on it. So we've got our, we've let that sit there for, oh, it feels nice and warm now. I'd say that's about 24 degrees. We've let that sit there for 20 minutes and then 10 minutes at the beginning with the first plunger, so we can pull that off now. That's had a full 30 minutes of cure. We are done with syringe. Next we are going to take this off. Yeah, that was not quite, that was a little bit wetter than I was hoping it to be. Well, I think what I'm going to do is actually give this just like another 5 or 10 minutes here with the heat on it to cure up. I think because of the temperature, it's not as, I was expecting it to be a little harder. The next step is to put the last little bit of resin onto here. Squeeze that out. Like that, so you can see, and then we're going to take this off completely, take the rest of that off, honestly don't think it did anything. I'm gonna squeeze this on. Now, this is supposed to go on with no air bubbles. We will leave that for about an hour. So 30 minutes in the sun, an hour in the shade. This is the most overcast day. And seeing as it's winter and we're gonna run out of light very soon, I'm gonna leave this probably until tomorrow morning. Well, it's the next day. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. It's cold, but I got the heater, as you can see, I turned that on this morning, so the windshield is actually pretty warm. And what we're gonna do is peel this thing off and see how it did. Peel that off. Comes off very easily. So there's the chip now. As you can see, it's definitely better than it was before. Just gonna look at it from the inside here. So definitely, you know, still got all the cracks in it, still the spider. But I will say, from a filled point of view, the divot that was there before is gone. It's now quite, where the heck is it? Can't find it. It's a good sign. You know, there's still a little shallow part, which I would say is more from maybe like application error than anything, but like it's generally flush and smoothed over, and those cracks are kind of sealed behind everything. Well, there you have it, the Permatex review on the windshield repair. I definitely say for $20, it's much better than a $900 new windshield. How long this holds up, we'll see. Right now is a great time. It's just the beginning of winter, so gonna have the heat cold cycles as we have warm days and cold days, and we'll definitely find out how well this is gonna work. So let's give this a score. So for do-it-yourself easiness, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Requires like next to no specialty tools, very easy to do. For results, I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. I think it did an amazing job for what it is, but you know, it's not fully fixing it to the point where you can't tell that it happened. So I'm going to judge it a little bit harshly, but otherwise I think it did a great job. And the third thing is value. At $20, this is significantly cheaper than a new windshield, and I think it's an excellent value. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. So overall, this product is going to get basically 9-ish. We'll round it up. We'll round it up to 9 out of 10. So great job, Permatex. Thank you for building a great product. All right, if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe. We got more cool stuff on the way. New video out every week.